Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Mod Fashion and my name is Kim, and I wanted to take you on a little journey of me making my own cutting, like a fabric cutting table slash workstation for my studio, and it was awful. I will not be doing any kind of carpentry, any kind of woodworking, anything like that ever again because it sucked so much. And I really like doing DIYs. I like to do everything. If I can learn it, if I can do it myself, I'm gonna try no matter how hard it is. And this one was hard. This might be why Jesus went into full-time ministry instead of continuing with his carpentry business, because it's difficult. So now I am more willing to pay the price for a piece of furniture because I know exactly how hard it is to make. So without further ado, I want to show you what I did. So I was looking on Pinterest for cutting tables and I found this table while scrolling. It's by this woman, her name is Brooks Ann, and she has kind of a little bit of a tutorial on how she made her table. She just has like the dimensions and what you would need, and so my table had to be a little bit smaller because my room is smaller, and so I originally wanted to do a 5x5 table, which is just 60 inches by 60 inches, but it ended up being a 5x4 table because a lot of the pieces of wood and like MDF and even like the insulation that I bought from Home Depot only had the width of 48 inches, and so I just decided to go with that instead, make it easier on myself. And this whole thing, I started this whole thing in January of this year, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna be doing a lot of sewing projects in my school, so I want to have a table. And I grossly overestimated how long this thing was gonna take, and needless to say, I spent the whole spring semester working on the ground, doing all of my projects and making my back hurt. So I finally had time in the summer. I had time off and I was like, okay, I can't keep all of the stuff in the garage. It was taking up one spot in the garage and I was tired of seeing it. It was like this glaring failure that just stayed in the garage. So I finally decided to do it, and I cut all the wood, which I don't have any video of me cutting all of the wood pieces, so I just cut it. I cut it and then I also stained all of the wood, and I also don't have any video of that, but as you can see, the stain job was just insert word for terrible because I had one can and I got 7 different shades of color, and you know, if I did it again, which I won't, but if I did it again, I would do a better job. I would have actually properly mixed the can, but I didn't. And so it is what it is. At some point I was just like, okay, I'm so tired of this. I don't even care what it looks like. I don't care that the edges aren't finished. I don't care anything. I just want this done. And so yeah, that's what happened. And sometimes you learn and sometimes you just keep going on, and I just kept going on. So with Brooks Ann's table, she has you buying a piece of homoseau, which I think if I went to a proper place I probably could have found that, but I decided to just buy an insulation foam board because I feel like that would act the same way as far as being able to pin things in, and I could also change it out if it got too messy, and I think it worked out perfectly fine. So that was, I mean, I don't know the price of homoseau, but I'm sure this price of insulation foam board probably is a little bit cheaper, so definitely worked out with that. But there were a lot mistakes made. Thankfully, for my sake, you don't get to see too many of those mistakes that were made because I didn't film me putting a lot of the table together. So it'll kind of just be like, okay, I did this part, cut. I did this part, cut. I did this part, and then the table's finished and you're like, oh wait, Kim, did you actually make this thing? And I can tell you without a doubt I made this stupid thing, but it's in here. You know, now I've moved past it, but when I was making it, when I was almost done, I was really proud of it, and I'm still pretty proud of it. It's still standing, which means I did something right. I think it worked out pretty fine, but I'm actually not taking classes this semester, and I don't know if I'll be taking any classes in the spring. So now I have this fancy table with nothing to do. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been cutting the wrong length. Round 2. So hot out here. This is how long my table's gonna be. Cut one piece. You can see. Okay. It's standing. I start to put the shelves in. I'm getting so close to being done. I'll see you next week for another video. Bye.